Thank you for all sticking around. I'm here from Eluvio. My name is Glenn Broere. I look after the EMEA and UK business for Eluvio. Today I will introduce you to the European Professional Club Rugby client case study that we have delivered for them. I'll tell you a little bit about their story, obviously. I will tell you a little bit about Eluvio, the content fabric, and how it works. And obviously I want to thank the SVG and the other sponsors here for putting on this program at this wonderful event. So let's get started. For those of you that don't know, European Professional Club Rugby, 9 countries playing across 2 tournaments. We have created for them on the content fabric EPCR TV. This will be serving 3 things. So one is direct-to-consumer streams that they can serve up from their channels. The other thing is the same stream will also enter their VOD property. So fans can see the highlights of games or the entire game after. And it will also become archive. And in all those elements, there's content fabric. What is the content fabric? It is a next generation distribution solution for several things. Live streaming, premium video on demand, fast channels, and monetization of archives. A little bit more detail without obviously reading all these things out. I think the most important thing I need to explain to you is how we handle video, because it's handled in a very novel way compared to traditional platforms. So it's an open network of nodes, hardware essentially, which runs our software on there. So we're a software-only company. In there, we will take, so for example, for European Professional Club Rugby, NEP is our technology partner for giving us the stream. We will take their distribution stream and stream that out to any consumer via their website using our platform. That's one. The same content object will also go into the VOD, so we're not making any copies. From the VOD, it also goes into their archive, so we can do dynamic clipping, we can do search, so fans can come in after the game and say, show me the scrum between Toulouse and Lyon, for example. And dynamically, we will create that content for them. Again, not making any copies, and to make sure that hits home, who here watches sports or videos or movies on some kind of streaming platform? Let's just show a raise of hands. I'm going to gather it's pretty much everyone. The key thing to understand is if you're watching a movie, let's say, or sports, there's lots of versioning that happens. So if we take a movie, it's served up in 4K, HD, standard definition, and then all the language versions. So the spoken language and subtitles. So for movies, you could get 100 versions that are stored in a cloud software provider somewhere in a data center, and then that will be replicated across multiple points of presence. You're paying for that content 100% of the time for the duration of that title staying in the platform. Now here's the difference. We don't have 100 versions in multiple locations. We have one video content object. And when it's requested, we will serve out the exact version just in time. So obviously, as you would anticipate me to say, that leads to phenomenal total cost of ownership reduction for any kind of platform. Okay? That understood? Cool. Right, so how does this all work? So remember, here we have one master source. If we take EPCR, it's the stream. The stream becomes the VOD. So first of all, the stream goes out to anybody who has access to it. So a fan would come to their website, they could buy a pass to an individual game or a season pass. When they click on stream, depending on the credentials that they have, and this is where there's monetizing opportunities for rights holders, we have the ability to start the stream, because there's DVR built in here. So you can start the stream depending on your access as soon as the stream starts, giving you access to interviews, pre-match warm-up, and the actual game. If you're buying it in a more standard package, the stream will start 5 minutes before the game starts, like most of us see, right? But the reality is, fans want more and more from their content. And we're giving the EPCR the opportunity to leverage this using our technology. So, one content object that serves streaming, VOD, and archive, instead of having lots of copies, lots of different versions stored everywhere, okay? It's the key thing to understand. So, what does this look like? For EPCR, we have built a full-featured media platform and API. One location, once the match stream is received, fans can come in, buy a pass, consume that stream. Based on their credentials of what they've paid for it, they'll get access to the content immediately or just from when they join, right? So they won't be able to scroll back. The other thing then, like I said, the same content object will go into the video on demand platform, meaning fans can access it after the game, watch highlights and so ever. And for EPCR, I'll come back to this one in a second, we create media properties. So for them, they have those three things: the stream, the VOD, and the archive. Now in the archive, we also have things like AI tagging. So like I said, if you're looking for scrum or show me a line out, show me yellow cards, fouls, you'll be able to find that, just in the way that fans have become accustomed to seeing highlights or maybe going to channels like YouTube and finding particular clips that we're looking for. We're putting that monetization opportunity directly in the hands of rights holders. Just coming back to this, and this is a lot of information. It's here so that you can consume it afterwards. There's just a few things on this slide that I want to point out without going into too much detail. But 100 matches are served directly from the venue to the Content Fabric via NEP. There's DVR, like I said. That means depending on your rights, you can scroll through the content, the same video object, all based on your access rights. There is also third-party broadcast partners that we, of course, use. Ingest and monetization of 5 seasons of the archive is something that we're doing for them now. There is just-in-time. Like I said, everything is about just-in-time delivery, and that has the biggest implication. We're not storing content or versions unnecessarily, and we will serve up the exact capability of either what your hardware and software infrastructure can provide. For example, you're requesting a 4K stream, but you have a HD TV. It doesn't work, right? So we will serve up and also crucially bill for exactly what you request. So if you're going to put on a 4K streaming event, that's great, but most vendors will charge you for 100% of the 4K streams, whereas in the reality, you're probably delivering 10 to 20% in 4K, the rest spread across HD and SD. We will bill exactly based on what we actually deliver and what is consumed. Media properties. So like I said, for them, this is the EPCR TV look when they come in. So obviously you have the live stream, and here you can see that someone is creating clips, which are then going to go into their archive or their VOD property. When you come to EPCR TV, like I said, as a fan, this is what you want to see. You can see which games are live. You can click into that. Also, it's all geo-locked, right? This is the other thing that's important. The EPCR is, there's 9 teams, or there's 9 countries that compete across 2 tournaments. Those of you that watch rugby will know which ones they are. But of course, there's rugby fans globally, right? So how do they get access to content if they don't live in a country where the distribution rights are sold? This is the answer. So monetization opportunities for rights holders are expanding. They can go to the traditional broadcasters and get country-based or geographically based deals anywhere on the map where they don't have a broadcast rights deal. They can serve it up direct to consumer, right? Cool. Any questions? Right, I have about 30 seconds left. So the last thing for me to tell you is if you're interested in finding out more, I know this is a very novel way of handling video, but come and find me afterwards. I'm here in the networking sessions, or you can reach me at glenn@eluv.io, or reach us at info@eluv.io, or come to our website, eluv.io. Yeah, all done. Thank you very much.